Hello and welcome to this video of the BIME Military Solutions alarm system. In this tutorial we will go over the different kinds of alarms and how you could use them in your base to bolster your defenses. Right now we're sitting in a small thing I built that has all event triggers on it. The green light means we're all safe. Since I haven't typed /start yet, I'll have to type /scan alarms to integrate this one to the alarm system. After you've typed /start, this will be done automatically every minute. Now let's simulate the event, what will happen if an enemy signature would spawn into the system. For example, a new hostile station.
Enemy detected.
Now to make things worse, the station will build a ship that will start to attack us. Now, after a while, the system will figure out that the incoming attack is actually a ballistic missile. Once a warhead is close enough, it will start arming itself for impact. At this point, the alarm will give yet another signal. Obviously, you can see me type in the commands to trigger the alarm at this point, but normally this will go automatically. I'll just type them now because I can show you what the different kinds of alarms are. Right now I'm simulating an attack of an incoming battleship that is using its ECM power on your base. Right then, let's see what makes this thing work. First off, you see under the info tab that the ship has a special name. This one is mandatory. Next to that, you will notice that there are several timer blocks on this ship, all starting with an exclamation mark. You see I got 2 clears, an alarm, a signature, a red, ECM and a ballistic. You'll notice that I have 2 clears, which is allowed. This is because one timer block did not have enough action slots to stop all the possible alarms when the all clear signal is given by the alarm system. So now that we know the basics about the alarm, let's just build an alarm system that can fire a decoy when a hostile ballistic missile is incoming. Something to keep in mind is that you can only confuse a ballistic missile once its warhead has been armed, so the radiation signal is quite useful for this. We will also need the ballistic missile launch signal to prepare the system, and the all clear signal to put the system back at rest. So to catch these signals I've placed 3 timer blocks. Right now I'm placing a rotor which will serve as the launch tube for the decoy torpedo. Now if we look in the terminal of this device, we'll need to claim it to be our own, and then we can set the name of it in the info tab so it will serve as an alarm within the system. Now if we go back to the control panel, we'll need to set the timer blocks to the events we want to catch. We want to catch the clear event with a slight delay from when it's given, let's say 5 seconds. We want to catch the ballistic missile launch event immediately. And we want to catch it immediately, so the shortest delay of 1 second. And we want to catch the radiation signal, so we know that the warhead is arming and we actually should be launching our decoy by now. Now that that's all done, I'm gonna supply this thing with power, some lights and some grouping. I'll just fast forward through that because it's not really needed for the alarm to work, it just makes it look a bit nicer.
New signature detected.
here I'm continuously hanging actions to the different timer blocks, because I want these systems to trigger when a certain signal is given. Now that the base module of the alarm is about done, it's time to start building the decoy torpedo for the system. What will happen with this torpedo is when the ballistic signal is sounded, the torpedo will be angled out, so it will shoot slightly up, and it will be prepared so the reactor and the decoy block will go online. Once the warhead is arming itself, the rotor will deattach the torpedo, and the thruster, which is set to override, will activate and shoot the torpedo away from the base, and thus hoping to fool the rocket to start following it and explode somewhere in mid-space. If the all clear signal is given before the missile is launched, the system will go back in its idle state. Now that the system is complete, we'll need to add it to the alarm system by typing /scan alarms like we've seen before, and you will notice that the system will say we now have 2 alarms because that thing is still standing behind us here. Now that the decoy system is ready, I'll simulate a missile attack.
New signature detected.